Our next speaker is Nathanel Lowe.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I greet you with the powerful closing words of my good friend, King Mong Chan. Everyone, those online, all of you outside, say it with me. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit.
People over profit.
What an amazing idea, right? My name is Nathanel Lowe. I'm a resident of Vancouver, volunteer with Chinatown Concern Group, and I'm opposed to the 105 Keefer rezoning. I'd like to first acknowledge and recognize that we are on the stolen, unceded territories of Indigenous people, specifically the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh people. We stand in solidarity for Indigenous sovereignty, for their right to take their livelihoods and destinies in their own hands, for their right to social and economic and political self-determination, especially in the struggle against the dispossession of land and home. My grandfather, K. Lowe, immigrated as a paper son without his family from Canton during an era marked by Chinese exclusion and anti-Asian racism. While Yeye was an immigrant, he was also a worker. Like many others from his village, he worked in grocery markets as a butcher. He proudly toiled and labored with his own two hands to make a better future for himself and his kin. 105 Keefer has become a real struggle for Chinese people to assert their own identity after decades of racial discrimination in this country. But also, 105 Keefer has become a real struggle for the economic fate of poor Chinatown residents, for working class people throughout the city. Matters of race and economics are inextricably linked in the complicated discussions of urban planning, housing, income, and culture. But we've seen this before. We've seen this before when the anti-Asian riots broke out over growing fears of Japanese, South Asian, and Chinese immigration. Led by the Asiatic Exclusion League and labor leaders, thousands marched on Chinatown and Japantown as bricks and stones crashed through the windows of targeted Asian-owned storefronts and businesses. Many of these families built their homes and businesses with hopes of economic prosperity in the only neighborhoods they were allowed to live in, and still they were attacked. Yes, race and economics are inextricably linked. We've seen this before. We've seen this before when here tonight, 4 revisions and over 2 years later, BD's market condo project in the heart of Chinatown still threatens to raise rents and push out low-income immigrant residents. We've seen this before. But no, we know this time we will take matters into our own hands. Like the many residents and store owners of Japantown that banded together, armed themselves with knives, stones, and bricks to defend their homes from white supremacist economic violence during the riots, we will take matters into our own hands. We will take matters into our own hands at the ballot box, into our own hands at the steps of City Hall, and into our own hands in the streets. We will continue to organize, and we will not stop until we take full control of our own destiny. So with that, I urge you, Mayor and City Council, follow the leadership of the many Chinatown residents, community members, 2,630 petition signers, and ensure that Chinatown and Vancouver is thriving and affordable for all. Reject BD's 105 Keeper application, acquire the site, build 100% social housing at welfare pension rates with public community space. Thank you.